Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About That, a Union University podcast. My name is Fran, and I am one of the co-hosts for this show alongside my good buddy, Ted Kluck. This week, we are wrapping up our fall semester in the recording studio, and I absolutely adore our guest this week. Yeah, she's an alum. She's a current mom of a senior graduating in May. But her perspective as a believer, her journey as a parent, their story as a family as they have navigated this road with many children in finding their way to the Lord and possibly a Christian university such as Union. It wasn't for all of them, but I'll let her tell her story. It is worth listening to for sure. We are so glad that you're here. Enjoy December and sit back and enjoy the conversation with our friend, Leigh Gray. Okay, everybody, welcome. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About That. Ted Kluck, so glad that you're here today on this very cold, dreary December day.
Yeah, good to see you, Fran. Walk through a little ice to get here. I know. It's wild. The things we do for radio.
I mean, here we are, everybody. Listen, I'm so super excited because, Ted, you all just met, but my buddy Leigh Gray is in the recording studio today, and I want the people to hear from each of us. And Ted, this will be a learning opportunity for you. Like, how in the world did Leigh and I get to know one another? Leigh, what is your memory? Or would you like for me to go first?
Yeah, maybe you go first.
Okay. Ted, back in the day, do you remember back in the day these things called blogs?
Oh, yeah. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we both had them.
Wow. Come on.
Yeah, we did. Mm-hmm. We both had them and we both wrote, and we had lots of things to say on that.
To no one.
But actually,
what was the name of each of your blogs? I'm curious.
Mine was Speaking Through Me.
Okay.
That's exactly right. Okay. I'm almost, this is cringy.
Go on.
Is it a little bird or something?
Let's talk about it. This will be healing. Yeah.
A bird?
I don't know.
Little bird blog, put a bird on it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, I'm pretty sure this was so I should not have done this.
Oh, no.
It had a blogspot.com.
Yes.
Solid.
So I had 3 kids. I still do. I still have 3 kids. 3 kids. And so it was called Kids for Him, as in Kids for the Lord. That's,
that is pretty cringy.
That is pretty
Don't you
cringy.
think, Leigh? Yeah.
Kidsforhim.blogspot.com.
Yeah, because what if they're not?
Exactly. I know, it's the elephant in the room, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and when we were doing that, think about how many years ago that was. They were babies.
Yeah, that's pressure.
That's a lot to put on them.
Oh my, wow.
It's just insane. And so
hours of therapy later, I'm sure they're doing great.
Well,
yes.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. But they're developed a blog community. We actually would comment on each other's posts. And then lo and behold, through different ministry opportunities, our paths crossed and we met in real life. And we liked each other and kept up with each other on different platforms. Once that went away, the blog world went away. But really, Ted, we started off as writers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then
Big time.
I know.
You've heard of us.
We've all lived that life, you guys.
Yeah.
The excesses and the decadence.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that season ended. And so we just, I don't know what year that would be. Do you know?
Probably 2006.
Many kids ago.
Yeah.
Maybe 2006. That probably sounds about right.
Yeah. I don't know.
You guys know there's still blogs and stuff, though.
I know.
It's Substacks now. Do you guys have Substack?
Yes, I know. Yes. Yeah. I tried that over a couple of months ago because I thought, well, that'll be my outlet and nobody will know me.
Sure.
Well, then I started getting people following me that I do know. And I was like, well, never mind. Forget it.
Heavy as the head that wears the crown, Fran. It's fame.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
I know. Anyway.
Did you ever sign an autograph for your blog or your podcasting?
Here, Leigh, let me do that for you real quick.
Thank you.
Yeah.
On my hand.
On your hand. We'll call it good. So I thought Leigh would be a fun guest for us to have as we wrap up.
Can I tell how I remember you?
Yeah, wow. Friend's just mowing right ahead. Yeah.
No, okay. So
gosh.
Remember we went, not together, but we both showed up at that special thing that Beth Moore had down in
San Antonio?
Her house. Yes. Was it San Antonio?
I don't know. Or was it in Houston?
I think it was Houston.
I do remember this.
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
my
It
gosh.
was, and I remember it was like Jude.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
I don't remember, but I remember.
Yes. There was you know who Beth Moore is?
I do.
Okay.
Can you do 10 seconds on Beth's house? How decadent was it?
No.
Oh.
It
Not
was,
that.
It
Okay.
was, she let
She
us,
lives in a church.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It was
Yeah.
a church.
Yeah. But we were invited.
Yeah, it was something.
It wasn't open for just
No.
everybody.
No, it was
Ooh.
just a
VIP event.
Yeah,
It kind of was.
It was just a couple of us, maybe like 500,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
200.
500, just hobnobbing with Beth.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. So anyway, we were downtown or somewhere, and we were at Starbucks, and I'd never done that.
Yes.
And I was like, Fran,
Yes.
I don't know how to do this.
Wait, you'd
can
never
you
done Starbucks?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Yeah.
How had that happened?
Well, but keep in mind the year that would
Yeah,
have
this
been.
was
That's
back
true.
in the 60s.
Hey, you went to college. You went to college in the 90s, right?
Yes.
What year did you graduate?
91.
Yeah. So I have this theory. I want to lay it on you guys.
Uh-oh.
I think the show Friends started coffee as
Oh,
like a
yeah.
destination. You know what I mean? So that would have been like mid to
yes.
late 90s. Because prior to that, you were getting coffee at like a diner or like a gas station
Right.
or whatever. And
Right.
Friends kind of made it a thing.
Oh, I definitely agree with
I do
that.
too. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So you're in Starbucks. You'd never done it. It's a little intimidating.
Yeah. And
Walk
so
me through it.
What do I do here? Because
Yeah.
I've tasted my mama's coffee and it's terrible.
Yeah, it's like Sanka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Fran was like, white chocolate mocha, Leigh, white.
Mm.
And I mean, literally had to write it down.
remember this.
So that I could get up there and say it correctly.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if it was small, medium, or large.
Yeah.
No. It was like Grande Venti, you know,
Yeah.
back in that era.
Yeah, I probably
Yeah.
got a tall. 'cause
I
was
remember
scared.
this. Oh,
Did you enjoy the
that's
mocha?
Oh,
Nice
yeah.
time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I got it today.
Oop.
Uh-huh.
There you
Still,
go.
all these years later.
Yeah, so
There you
that
go.
was
I
that was
forgot about
great.
that. But that was a result of Beth's blog community.
Yes.
She had a blog, and we all,
Siestas.
we called ourselves the Siestas.
Wow.
I know.
You guys, we just keep peeling back the
I
layers.
know.
Now, how famous was Beth at that time? Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most.
11.
Oh,
11.
Very.
Yeah.
It was the top.
Dude, there was a time, I was in publishing too. There was a time where she was just printing money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If she touched it, like buckets of
Oh.
money were raining from the
Yeah.
heavens, you know?
Yeah.
Well, she was the one that I would say for both of us that just taught us the value and the importance of in-depth Bible
oh
study.
yeah.
Of
Yeah.
loving the scriptures, knowing how to study the scriptures, memorize scripture.
Yes.
And I'm forever grateful
Oh.
because that world has changed.
I still have those books.
Yes, me too.
I mean, yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So we go way back, Ted. You had no
Mhm.
idea.
I know. Magical.
I know. I know. So here we are in the recording studio
Oh my gosh.
talking about everything, but talking about, of course, union, but you have such a history
Yes.
with us that I think people will find fascinating and fun. And part of the reason why I thought you would be a great conversation, because you are so much fun and there is so much to your story that I wish we could talk about, and we'll hit on a lot of it. But the fact that you're a wife and a mom and you've got 4 kids,
Mhm.
and we all know as parents, like our kids are so different.
Yes.
And they can, be raised all in the same home and they just turn out so differently. And
Mhm.
so your journey as a parent, your love of union,
Mhm.
the in and out of union, all of it, I think is just, I don't know. I think this is just going to be honest, but yet very encouraging
Mm.
for families, for parents as they are navigating their own lives,
Mhm.
but also releasing their child into the care and the place called union. So I'm glad that you're here today.
Thank you. I'm really honored to
So
be
what was union like in the 90s? Give me a little rundown of that.
Oh man, there was no place better than the cafeteria.
Come on.
And like you had to pass through it to go to all of your classes.
Right. It was a social hub.
Yes. And oh man. And when I graduated in 95, I think, yeah. That it was just beginning to build all the other
Mhm.
stuff, and we were like,
Yeah, yeah.
cafeteria.
Change. I know.
Yeah,
it's
'cause
hard.
we had to go over. I don't know if we went to Bear. I don't know, but it was.
Did you meet
yeah,
your
that-
husband in the cafeteria?
Well, I looked at him.
Come on, dude. And you knew immediately?
I was dating someone else.
Whoa. Talk about it.
But I would be like,
it's college.
Hey, Blondie.
Yeah. Mm.
And so, that went. And so then I'd go to his
tough
basketball
beat for the other
games.
guy.
Yes. It was hard for him, but he got over it.
Yeah.
And how we would scream because he was the 3-point shooter. And
nice.
Yeah, it was.
And you were an athlete too.
Yes, I
what did
played
you play?
tennis.
Okay.
I was a tennis player.
So
there are no longer tennis courts.
I was going to say, I love tennis. Why do we not have tennis at Union? I feel like this would be easy. We could bring that back immediately.
To be on the cuff of everything, we should bring
I agree.
collegiate pickleball.
Oh,
okay.
She's the
Talk
queen.
about it.
She's the queen.
I mean, it's
dude, head coach potential
serious.
here?
Oh, absolutely. I'd move for it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Well, you know what's not supposedly, but what's going to happen in the old pool?
Dude, I've heard so many rumors about the old pool.
True.
It's going to be pickleball.
It's going to be pickleball courts.
So where are the engineers going to go?
Well, that's all down in the new building.
Oh, yeah. They got a beautiful new building. They're doing just fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them.
They're
fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so fun.
So you'll have to come back and visit.
Oh, 100%.
Even after Ellie's graduated, just to
Yes.
play pickleball.
Oh, yep.
And start our intercollegiate pickleball team.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love
It
it.
is huge. It is really huge.
Yeah.
So let's do your Mount Rushmore of like 80s, 90s tennis players. Were you also a big fan? Like who did you enjoy watching?
Steffi Graf.
Oh,
100%.
yeah. Unbelievable.
But I appreciated Celis.
Yeah.
And I was taught to exhale and
Yes, yeah.
So
I love it.
I like that about Celis.
Sure.
She kind of brought it. That
She's on the grunting while playing sports
she
Mount
is.
Rushmore.
Yes.
Yeah. So what about guys? Like McEnroe or
no
Sampras?
No, I really respected Chang just because he was such a hard worker. But because of my mom, I really liked, oh my gosh, Bjorn Borg.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, okay. I'm glad you mentioned that. I have a movie
Have you
recommendation.
Seen him lately?
No. How's he look? Amazing?
Ooh,
No?
not so
Ooh,
good.
tough.
Oh.
Because he was kind of magnificent back in
Yes,
the day, huh?
yeah. He still has his hair.
Dude, you need to watch a movie called Borg versus McEnroe. Have you seen this?
No.
So Shia LaBeouf plays John McEnroe, which you wouldn't think would work, but it works so well. And it's about his rivalry with Bjorn Borg in the late 70s and how they would have these like marathon matches. And he looks good, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
Bjorn,
what
shout out our guy.
Not near as good.
Yeah. Dude, look up old Bjorn Borg, 70s Bjorn Borg.
Okay. How old do you think he is, Ted? How old do you think he is now?
Probably in his 80s, but like rich 80 is like normal 64.
I'm going to say 72.
69.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
69.
I was way off.
Yeah.
Okay. So here he is. Sorry, everyone. You can tell that
It's radio, not television. We'll describe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The headbands?
Yeah. He was cutie pie.
Yeah. I wore a headband sort of thing in my wedding. And I was
as an homage to Bjorn Borg. I love it.
This is amazing. Okay, carry on. Sorry.
All right. So you see him in the cafeteria, you watch him play basketball, and something I talk to my students about a lot was how 90s dating culture was so different, you know, because we didn't have electronics. We weren't, kind of stalking and messaging one another. So how did you make the first move or did he?
I guess I probably sort of did. I was, when they used to have big sisters for a fraternity, I was a big sister. And so he was my little brother.
Oh,
Come on.
Looky there.
Man.
Love is in the air.
That's electric. Yeah, it's electric.
So that was
very cool. Yeah,
I love it.
Cool.
That's awesome. Okay, so you all married. You married right here at West Jackson.
Yes.
Didn't you?
Yes, downtown. Or I think is it considered downtown?
Or First Baptist.
No, it's West
Jackson.
Jackson, the old campus.
Oh, the old camp. I'm like, no, Lee, that's not downtown. We're not downtown.
We could like throw a ball and hit it from here.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, we'll go with that. Sure.
Yeah, it was so long ago.
Yeah. And then y'all moved, and then so you got married, and then you started having this family. Let's talk about your kids.
Yes.
Yes. You have 4 amazing.
I have 4 kids.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's talk about them.
Okay. The first one, Tucker. He is old, 27, I believe. And he is a home builder in Owensboro, Kentucky.
Okay.
wow.
And Emma Joy, she went to Union for a second. and she's 25, married in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
And Sarah Jane is lives in Evansville. She's a hairdresser. She's 23 or 4. And Ellie Belly Jelly Bean is here at Union, graduating in May, and social work.
Yeah.
Man.
I love that. Okay. So I love the fact that you've got girls and boys in your children. Ted has boys.
2 boys.
Fran has boys.
Yep.
So I don't really understand the family dynamic when you've got girls and boys.
Right.
But you do, and all of your kids are so very different. You know the Lord, you love the Lord. I know you in ministry context. I know you in life context, parenting context. I feel like we've had a lot of conversations over the years about a lot of different things. And your own experience at Union. I know that you love this place so much because you still come back. I see you here all the time.
Yes.
At basketball games, you and Clay come. I think even if Ellie wasn't here, you would still come.
Oh, yes. Definitely.
Yes. And so let's walk through this idea, this consideration of your kids, their own individual lives. God has made them unique, and they are all very individual. Their journey of life and the Lord, and you're as a parent trying to navigate this is who they are, and this is where they are in their walk, and this is their story, and how college fits or doesn't fit. And ultimately, Ellie, out of the 4, you would have loved for all 4 of them to go here, but that's not your story.
That's right.
So just start walking us through whatever you want to walk through in regards to all of that.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll start in the middle, kind of with Emma Joy. She's a second born, first daughter, and she came here to Union. I don't really remember what year, but and she was walking with the Lord and wanted kind of what Union had to offer. But I think once she got away from the house, she realized maybe I'm living out my parents' relationship with God instead of having my own. And so that was a tough time for her to figure out who am I in God, and what does this look like? And so that was hard for her. And then COVID hit. And so she came home, and then by that time she was just like, I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to do my thing. And that was disappointing. Yeah. Just because what I have learned in parenting, probably the number one thing is to, this sounds kind of negative, but don't dream.
That's so wise because there's a lot of pressure on the kids, I think, especially at a place like this where it's easy to come to Union and feel like you're the only one who doesn't have it all figured out. And then you get kind of crushed by the pressure of that. But I think as parents, we do the same things. You know, we have these outsized expectations for them. And I think that's a really good word. And I wish maybe that's the book that you're going to write.
I'm telling you.
Don't dream, a book for parents, right?
Yeah.
And it's solid because we do, and we can't help ourselves, and we create all these expectations. But what I found, and I think what Fran's found, and I want to hear you on this, is I had all these grandiose dreams for my kids. But what the Lord has given instead has been better, richer, deeper, more interesting, more genuine to who they are, even though it wasn't what I thought I wanted, you know, for them. And it's been a real kindness. Yeah.
And, I think probably for myself, saying don't dream, I say that because I don't, my dreaming is not innocent. And And
That's right.
What I mean is my dream is a soft way of saying, this is what I want you to do.
That's right.
This is my expectation for you.
Yeah.
Is it control?
Yes, it's definitely.
Or manipulation?
All of it.
And I think our own egos are bound up in that too.
Yes.
Right? This is this is what I want to flex all over social media or whatever. And, we have to check our own hearts as parents on that, because it can pretty easily create resentment on their part, well-founded.
Right. Yeah. And so I guess to jump back, so Emma Joy graduated USI, which is University of Southern Indiana. And then so then the next one down, Sarah Jane, she wanted to do hair from go, and she's fabulous at it. But those particular two girls have how do you say it? Wonderful, awesome individuals, but have not stuck with the ideals that we established as a family.
Yeah.
And have taken their own path. And so while, it's definitely not what I would have expected, not what I trained them for, and not what I wanted, it's getting beautiful.
That's good.
We're not quite there yet because there's been some hard things.
Yeah.
But I'm so proud that they're finding who they are. I think years down the road, they're going to find themselves coming back to what they were taught.
Yeah.
But for right now, they're finding them.
And as parents, I mean, we spend so much time praying that the Lord will call our kids to himself, and at the end of the day, like, all the little externals that we stress about and brag about and all that, it pales in comparison to that, right?
Yeah.
You pray that the Spirit would woo, that he would call them, and that's the most important thing. And I think there's no easy way into it.
No.
You don't just throw some money on the problem and send your kid to Union and expect it to all work out, and any place that promises that, I think, is over-promising, to say the least.
Yeah. So I'll come back to those two because they have hugely impacted my life into what I am currently doing. So Ellie has done and been kind of what I thought my kids would be.
Sure.
And it's not that she's any better than any of the others, but it's just more of what I expected. Going to Union, loving it, having a public relationship with Christ, and she's found a boyfriend from another school that, he has a relationship with the Lord. And so, that's kind of what, even when you were saying we pray that our kids will go to Christ, I think if I'm real honest about that, I was praying that they go the way Leigh wanted them to.
Sure. Yeah.
And so that was towards the Lord, but more with my intentions and things like that.
Well, I appreciate your honesty. I think very few people our age are able to be that honest, and but that's the life that we're living right now with our kids at that age. They're trying to figure out who they are, and ideally we want them to love the Lord, love the local church, but it's often not a straight line to get there.
Right.
Yeah.
So Number one, Tucker. Tucker was a phenomenal athlete. Had my dream, my expectation, my control was for him to follow his dad, Clay and play basketball here at Union, just like Clay's dad had played here at Union.
That's wild.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
No way.
Yay, Papa.
Shout out Papa. What was Papa's game like? Was he like back to the basket, or was he shooting from like mid-range, or what did Papa do well?
He's about 6'6".
Okay.
So I don't know how tall
probably
that
playing
was
down
back
low.
then.
Yeah, back then that was
definitely.
probably gigantic.
But they also had him doing pole vault.
Wow. Papa.
I didn't even know they had pole vault back then.
We need to have that now. Powers that be, if you're listening, tennis and pole vault. Bring it back.
Come on.
Yeah. Not that hard.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. So I expected Tucker to hoped that he would go to school here and play just like everybody else.
Yeah.
But Tucker in high school was your normal. We lived in a tiny little town in Illinois called Carmi, and it was maybe 5,000 people. And so this is the area that my husband was from, and they were third in state. So, I mean, he was well known. And Papa's the coach there and the whole night. So lots of pressure. You're going to play like your dad. You're going to play. So I don't know what of that played into what came next. But you have to think that there's something there. So, he went off. He decided, I do not want to play any kind of basketball, nothing like that. So he went off to college, really, really failed. And we get the call. And in January of 2019, we start praying, Lord, we don't know what's wrong with him, but we need you to make sure he gets caught, and we need you to hurt him if that's what you have to do, because pain is what speaks to Tucker. And so in January of 2019, we got the call from him that he had been arrested, and he was extremely addicted to IV use, every drug you could think of, and so would we come and pick him up, and you know. So we went straight. He had a massive abscess infection, and so he went straight to the hospital and stayed there for about 10 days, and then I would say he kind of thought, all right, I got this beat. 10 days. Yeah. And we're like, no. So he went to our first rehab for a year, and then got out of that in June and relapsed several times by my birthday. I remember that. And so then another rehab. And so today we're sitting at, in May, it'll be 5 years clean.
Oh, praise God.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, so I say all of that to say, here's the conversations I had to have with God. Now, now, wait a minute. I checked all the boxes, Lord.
Yeah, right.
We didn't just go to church. We did church. I'm traveling all over, at this point, the world, telling people about you. My husband is teaching Sunday school. I mean, wait a minute. We might even pray at dinner.
Yeah.
This isn't what I was definitely not asking for, but
right. That's hard. And right around that time, social media has really hit its stride. You're seeing everybody else's perfect families, and Yeah, that's really tough. There's a lot of we're very competitive people, you know. And back to Tucker and sports, I never cease to be amazed at how otherwise rational, smart people lose their ever-loving minds over sports, you know, myself included. I think I've apologized to my family the most over my behavior surrounding sports.
Yes.
It's bad. It can bring out the worst in us. It can be so great, but you know, it's real.
I think it's also interesting. I love what you said about, and I know Ted heard this too, is that Tucker responds to pain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that's a huge, you knew that as an athlete, he understands pain and he's going to respond to pain.
Yeah.
And you allowed, the Lord was going to cause some serious suffering, some serious pain, unlike any athletic injury he could ever imagine, in order to accomplish what he needed to accomplish. Yeah. And I think that's so kind of the Lord to let the avenue be toward healing, to be suffering. I mean, Jesus himself, my gosh. But like even as individuals, this you're going to understand. You can almost tolerate it to a degree because he understands pain. Yeah. And I thought, woo, law, we could go 1,000 places with just that one little sentence that came out of your mouth.
Yeah. I remember, I mean, I will never get this image out of my head. I remember we were in St. Louis, you know, huge. They had to go to the hospital that takes the most trauma kind of situations because they thought he would lose his arm, and so he is in a bed kind of thing in a hall, and at this moment, I'm like, is he going to run? You know, he's so angry, even though he called us, you know, he's so angry. And so the hospital people, doctors come out to him and so they're wanting to look at the abscess and all of that. Well, a drug user, I'm sure it's not this way for everyone, but he's not treated the same as if he was my washed up, clean cut boy.
That's right.
You know, and so he's in the hall and they're mushing on it, trying, you know, and he's screaming and I'm looking down the hall. I'm just like, oh, Lord, this is what we prayed for, but this is really hurting. And, you know, and Tucker's like, get away, Mom, you know, and I'm like, I can't do this. But there was something else I was thinking about, you know, in the first rehab that he went to, it was in Bowling Green, Kentucky, the Hope House. No, this is what I was going to say. When he got arrested and was in the hospital the very first time, Clay and I made the concerted effort right there through the Lord's power. I tell you, 100%. We will not hide this. And so in the hospital, we made or strongly encouraged, you know, Mama, Papa, Aunt, Uncle, you know, those that truly love him. We need you to come see him. He does not want to see you. But we got to make sure that he has a memory that we all came to see him and we love him. And here we go. We're not hiding this from you. We're not hiding this from anybody. And, you know, in a small town of 5,000, that goes quick. Even with just what little social media we had. And man, I had no idea the bridges it built to people that, I mean, I had nothing against them, but nothing in common.
Yeah.
And now we have drug addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And just, I mean, things I could never have manipulated or orchestrated or anything.
Mm-hmm.
God just said, "Yep, we're going to use this."
Mm.
It'll eventually be good, but
Yeah.
it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard.
How kind that he takes what we meant for evil and uses it for good.
That's the truth.
And makes all things new.
Yes.
Yeah, and stories like that drive that home much more powerfully than just, I had a plan for my ministry and it went great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have a much harder time trusting people like that.
Right.
So I appreciate you sharing all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It, you know, I won't say that I was just like, woo,
Yeah.
praise God, this is great. Awful.
Yeah, right.
But there are definitely those dark moments where I'm like, I can't ever speak again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can't be used in ministry anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at my kid. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
And does anyone love Jesus? I don't know.
Right.
I can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember a phrase that God gave me when they were itty bitty, and it was, trust the preparation. Trust the preparation. So I thought I was preparing them to be fabulous. And I'm trusting the preparation for them to be like him.
Mm-hmm.
And so that doesn't take place in year 1 through 5.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it looks like for them to eventually look like him. That's his decision of whether it will be 18 years or 58 years or whatever it is. But just to trust him in the preparation.
Yeah.
And Leigh, you do your part, but let me do mine and don't get in the way.
Yeah. Well, when we think about, when you have such an appreciation for the individual path and the individual journey. I tell parents, but I don't have your story, but I understand a part of your parenting story. And I tell parents, and it's hard to hear, especially if it's your firstborn, but the path is usually never, ever, ever straight. It is going to be left, down, upright, up, center, down, left, all around. It's far from straight. And that's really hard to hear.
Yep.
Even in a place like Union, you can't send them here and expect them to be insulated from the world and for everything to just be perfect. And kind of like you said earlier, Ted, like you expect that, you expect them to like figure it all out, help my kid love the Lord. Well, we're going to do everything in our power, everything that we absolutely can, but that doesn't always equal anything.
Right.
Just like you did everything you knew to do as a parent, and still this happens.
Right.
And so what would you like, how do you, what, yes, clearly you love Union. We're not here to like talk about that.
Right.
Like we know that.
Right.
You've already said and alluded to like you wish all 4 of them would have gone here.
Right.
But how do you help parents? What would you say to them as you feel like I'm done all the right things, or I'm hoping I've done the right. I don't even know what that even means. What are the right things?
Yeah, true.
Like what is that even about? But like letting them go into the value and the importance of these 4 years in a place like Union. Like what do you say? Knowing all that you know, and you have such a realistic hard, difficult journey. It's not A plus B equals C every time. That's impossible. It's not always right. What are you going to say to parents as they're thinking about, I want to let them go, but what does that mean? How do I do that well?
Yeah. That's part of that trust the preparation, because the beautiful thing that I find specifically about Union is that the Spirit of God is here. And so even a student that might be kicking and screaming, they still have to hear, and they still will hear. And so even when their walk doesn't look as vibrant as you think it should, you have to know that they are hearing things from other people that they are more willing to listen to than you. And being able to lay my head down at night with such peace that I know the professors are not going to be given what every other school. Yeah, that's just huge to me. The fact that they're required to do some chapels, I'm like, praise God, because when you're not under my nose, I don't know if you're going to church on Sunday or not. I don't know if you're going to Bible study. I don't know.
Well, and I think we need to be a better place for people to kick and scream. Because if you can't kick and scream and ask the tough questions here without fear of recrimination or fear of, I don't look perfect or I don't sound perfect. I really want that to happen here. I want to have those conversations here. It could be really rich in that way. And, to your point, it can be nourishing to hear the things that mom and dad say, but hear them from somebody else who's not quite invested in that way. And I think maybe that's the single greatest thing we could be. Yeah. In addition to all the excellence and blah, blah, academics, all of it. But to be a place where people can kick and scream well. Yeah. I tell my students to rebel well. Like if you're going to rebel, don't do it for stupid reasons. Ask the right questions. I want to talk about it. Let's really do it, and let's try to get you some answers and at least have a listening ear. Yeah.
What I have been guilty of is when my kids have come to a decision that of an opinion that I wouldn't agree with. Yeah. I've been guilty of just going, that's not right. Yeah. Right. We're not going to talk about it. I don't know why, but get it right. Yeah. The way I want you to believe, instead of saying, okay, let's talk about just because I'm sure more than anything, just fear. Just fear that, oh my gosh, what if I'm not completely right? Yeah. So let's just squash this conversation and,
I know.
Ugh. Yeah. We know that students are going to fall. We know that. And I think we're fooling ourselves if we think they're not. And they will fall and fail academically, socially, relationally. That looks different for everybody, and to what degree, I don't know. But we're sinful people in a very broken world. But I agree with Ted. I hope that as we continue to receive students and educate them in whatever form or fashion that looks like, that when they do fall, they see us picking them back up. They see us loving them and dialoguing with them and helping them grow and understand, and even their own mind of what they believe or think. Yeah. That's part of the shaping that needs to take place. It doesn't mean we know everything, but I want them to fall safely and well. And for you to say without a doubt in those very early hours with Tucker that we were not going to hide this, that we were going to be very honest about this. There's a whole lesson in that for us as older believers. The adulterous woman, she's thrown in the circle. Who put the stones down first? The older people. The older people did, because we know I don't need to throw a stone. I have no business throwing that stone. And so I think that you have modeled that even without even realizing, like, this is what we do. We're going to pick you up, and we're going to pick you up honestly, and it's going to be long and slow and difficult and hard, and it's going to be painful. But here you are today saying we're coming up on 5 years of sobriety, and that is worth celebrating. And the journey's just not easy. And I think we're silly to think that it is for any of our kids. It's just not. And as an institution, we know the world is crazy.
Yeah.
Indeed.
As if a new little mom was sitting here with a couple kids, one thing that I would say to her is, do not lose everything to send your child to private middle school, high school, Christian, because they're still under your roof, and it is your responsibility. It is bless the youth pastor's heart that parents that think it's all their responsibility. I mean, it's a collaboration. But I always was like, I would love to do that, but that's another story, but I wanted Christian education at the high level, college, because you're not under my roof anymore. And so I need that that I can trust. That's another voice that's speaking into them. Am I against Christian high school meals? No. That would have been wonderful. We didn't have that option when we lived in Illinois. But we were living that world in Charlotte, North Carolina, and, pre-K, all that kind of thing. And then God told us to go home, and I've lived everywhere. So we knew it was my husband's hometown. So that's when we went home. And one of the reasons is we wanted our kids to go to school and know what it's like to sit there with someone that doesn't smell as good as you. And someone that will never have that $5 to get a little gift on the field trip. So that was real intentional. So when we did that, one thing that we left was the option of Christian education at a lower level. So that's why Union was just like, this, we got to do this.
I'm glad that you did. We've loved having Ellie here. She is just an absolute dream of I was going to say child. She's not a child, but I still call them. They're kids to me. They're always kids to me. But we both appreciate your honesty and your willingness to be open about your journey. That you wouldn't have dreamed this would be your journey as a parent.
No.
But the Lord is still good. God is good always, always, always. And so I'm very grateful for you, and thank you for being with us today. Anything else you want to say, Ted?
No, same thing. Just grateful. It's nice to talk to an honest person. There's a lot of, it's true. There's a lot of promotion in our business, and you being in the writing, publishing, speaking world, there's just a lot of kind of slimy, gross fakery in that world. So it's nice to meet someone honest.
Yeah. It is. All right, Leigh Gray, thank you so much for being with us today.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it very much.
All right, everybody. We're so glad that you listened today. Have a wonderful Christmas season, and we'll see you back sometime after the first of the year. Y'all have a great day. Thank you so much for listening, you guys. Everything that you might want to know can be found in the show notes. Send me an email, send Ted an email. Schedule a visit. We would love to see you on campus. That can also be found in the show notes. And if by chance you're ready to apply, we have a fee waiver code for you. Do not pay the application fee. Just simply type in the word TALK, T-A-L-K, all capital letters, and there you will find yourself free from paying the application fee. All right, you guys, we love you so much. Merry, Merry Christmas. Thanks for listening.